And there we are. Hello, everyone. I'm Hugo.
Jake.
This is
Jake.
Unpopular Culture. I almost forgot the name of the channel. And today we're here because it is that time of the year. Once again, E3 is upon us. Of course, it started yesterday or the day before or whatever, but I didn't give a shit about any of the conferences those days. So we're starting here with Microsoft's big conference of what they have. And I don't know. I'm interested. For those of you who don't know, neither Jake or I own an Xbox One at this point. I had an Xbox 360, but the E3 in which Microsoft did all that stupid stuff with the pricing and the online and the always online stuff, that's what convinced me to switch over to Sony. So events like this are pretty important on selling people on your ecosystem. And this year's no different, with Microsoft trying to sell people on their Xbox One Scorpio or whatever they're going to call it. So,
yeah. Well, and that'd be, if this year is bad, this is no stinker. That's 2 years in a row that Sony beats them. Like last year, Sony had a really, really good presentation.
In fairness, though, Sony, and I guess they do this year too, Sony had the presence of mind to come second. So Sony's entire press conference ended up being, or wait, no, am I thinking of 2 years ago when that still happened? No, that must have been 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't remember.
But either way, Sony has the presence of mind to come second. And the press conference I was talking about earlier where Microsoft screwed up so much, Sony actually, it seemed like they wrote a lot of their press conference little bits as a response to Microsoft. So I'll be interested if anything like that happens this year. I wouldn't be surprised if every single game this year that they show for Microsoft will be running on the One S or Scorpio or whatever. And they'll probably make a big point of that.
Well, we're definitely going to see some game. I assume at least alpha build stuff of Anthem. They're basically it seems like a Destiny with a good story. So
yeah. I really think Microsoft is going to have to come with the games this year. If they don't, they're already in the lower position right now. I don't know,
especially because Nintendo Switch is actually getting really good reviews. So and Super Mario Odyssey is going to be featured, of course. And I assume we're going to get from Sony more God of War. I'm hearing we're not going to get any of that. Was it Death Stranding or what was it called? The one with Daryl from the
the Kojima game that he picked up after they canceled.
Is it called Death Stranding?
Something like that. Yeah, I hope we get more of that. I am interested, actually.
I'm told we're not going to. So
what was it called before it got deleted? The last Kojima game that he and him were working on with that same actor. PT, the PT, playable trailer was what it was called. It was basically Silent Hill sequel, whatever. It was really great. So anything from him, I'd be interested in. Especially if he takes that same sort of design philosophy that looked like was going into PT or Silent Hills, whatever. I still call it PT. And move it over to Death Stranding or whatever, or Stranded or whatever. I'd be very interested in that. But
they're starting right now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
It's just a trailer thing right now. They're showing like, the stuff we did, like Halo and Abe's Oddworld, and
Yeah. And for those of you who never watched something like this before, their little trailers and stuff are running, like the big ones. Jake and I are probably going to shut up.
So and by the way, there is a link both in the description and in the chat for the stream we're watching. It is the YouTube's official stream. It's Xbox right now is running Xbox E3 2017 briefing. If you just absolutely have to search it, that's the one we're on. That's the timing, I guess. Would be the closest stream to watch us. Obviously, we're on a little bit of a 6 or 8 second lag from you guys between what we watch, but still. So we would show you it, but that's a good way to get your channel deleted. So,
I'm still gonna be reading your comments though, even though we are watching that. So if you have
I have 3 screens going right now. So
if you have anything you want us to comment on, or you have any questions or whatever, we'll keep track of those as well. So it's gonna be this is the first time we've done this. It might be a little bit of a clusterfuck, so bear with us. Let's enjoy this. Here we go.
Is this Scorpio bullshit right now? Is this what we're looking at? This is all the microchippiness.
Yeah, this is probably going to be them
showing how microchippy it is.
The technology behind the Scorpio.
Okay, I have a PC. Let's be real. I'm not excited about this. Are you excited about this? This is gonna be the tech demo, I assume, right?
This and the PlayStation Pro, I think, were bad moves. I think it's a middle ground between PC and console, and it pleased no one. I don't think it's a good idea. The only thing it has going for it is, I believe it has a Blu-ray player. The Xbox Scorpio will. I should say 4K Blu-ray player. I apologize. And the PlayStation Pro does not. So that's a selling point for me. HD, I keep wanting to just call it HD. No, 4K Blu-ray is a thing I'm interested in. So they could get market share doing that.
What an impressive intro. They have lots of the Scorpio.
I don't
what's
like
my
stuff
Scorpio
like,
price point? I don't want it at all, but I think any more than $500 and you're not going to get a lot of sales, and 500 is a lot to spend on a
500 is a
console.
lot. Even considering they're marketing it, or it seems like they're going to be marketing it as a premium console,
it's going to be
500 is a lot.
It's going to be $499. I almost guarantee it.
If it's any more than that, it's an immediate failure, in my opinion, even as a 4K Blu-ray player. You could sell it as a $500 gaming device / 4K Blu-ray.
If you're about to spend $500, I'll just upgrade my CPU and we'll be fine. Because I can play Microsoft games on my computer. It's not...
Oh, yeah, they're probably going to push their games with Windows 10 a lot during this, too, because they did last year.
Feel true power. Yeah, I don't know. I just... Why not just put a next gen out, though, instead?
Maybe cheaper? I don't know.
Yes.
For them, I mean, not for the consumer. It's a nice-looking box, though. I always appreciate there's an interesting design philosophy that goes into the boxes of consoles. That's an interest to me, the aesthetics, because it tends to go back and forth between boxy and rounded. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, well, since the 360 failed, the venting system.
Yeah. All right. What's this guy got to say?
This is going to be a really bad watch the second time through, not live.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah, you should watch the thing in the description, sync it up. Renegade group.
Oh, yeah. What we need right now in the industry. More buzzwords. Nailing it, Microsoft.
Pre-prad. What? It's not Scorpio anymore. It's
oh
X.
My God. Xbox One X. The naming thing, I thought Xbox One was a bad decision in the first place. Xbox One S, I feel like they're just fucking with us at this point, right?
Why wouldn't they just name it the X?
Sure.
Are they forcing these people to clap?
Oh, I'm sorry. About this. I was confusing the One S. I think is the slimmer version. I'm sorry. That was different than the Scorpio.
That had an HD thing though, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. No price point yet. Interesting.
You have to sell it before the triple Xbox, the double X.
The fact that this is either going to be
the console named after a bad new metal album.
I'm thinking they're going to hold off on the price point either because they're going to surprise us and undersell it and it's going to be cheaper than we expect, or they're worried and they're going to try and hide it as long as they can.
This seems like a but hear us out, though.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, guy in the audience. Woo! Yep, added a lot.
I was pumped.
I'm not a specs guy, by the way. They're going over the specs right now, so I'm not going to know what they mean.
I love that Whiplash is such an old fuck, man. Read the description. Take a second. Yeah, it's so superfluous.
Is it? Here's the thing. Okay, they say true 4K, though. The thing that the PlayStation Pro was doing, it's upscaled. So at the very least, I can kind of see a niche for this. Ish.
I mean, it says it's true. Energized them. Well, of course they would. What? Good.
Upscaling, probably. I don't trust buzzwords and stuff about upscaling and like anything like that ever since the whole blast processing thing from the Genesis turned out to be bullshit.
Processing. Or the 32K or 32X adapter thing.
Yeah, Sega kind of killed me on the buzzword marketing. Ooh, nanometer technology. I know that means it's tiny.
It doesn't let us play the audio, Nate. Just click the fucking link, man. We're watching real time. It's on live. I can't help you any more than that. Watch it on your phone? No, it doesn't let us. It doesn't allow us. Liquid cooled.
What? Is it? Did they just say that?
Liquid cooled vapor chamber.
I missed it. That's weird. Is that the first console ever to use liquid cooling? It would have to be, right?
It's gotta be both.
I assume it's a hybrid.
You wouldn't be able to run it, and you wouldn't be able to like change the oil, so to speak. This is going to be expensive.
Yep. Now I'm thinking $5.99, if not higher.
Smallest Xbox ever.
Wow. That's surprising, too. So why didn't they just wait another year and make this just the next Xbox? Or are they considering this the next Xbox?
Maybe.
I feel like they're...
Well, maybe what they're doing is it's kind of like a step process instead of like a jump. You know what I'm saying? The gradient.
We'll see.
Oh, good. Windows 10 exclusive shit.
Oh, God.
At least it's a game.
Yeah.
Looks pretty. I don't know how in-engine this is, though.
Once I see a character, I think I'm
there it is.
Generally where you can tell.
Forza?
Oh, yeah. This is going to be that racing game. I'm not a big racing game fan, but it does look nice. I got to give them that.
Forza always looks
I'm assuming
nice,
this is in-engine then, because racing games generally look pretty nice because they got... I don't want to say they have less going on, but it's different than a dynamic, like, open world type game because they have to render only a set number of things. They can polish everything and make it look real nice. So this is a nice looking game. I'll give them that.
I mean, if you like racing games, I think Forza is probably the one to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not. If it's not Mario Kart, who cares?
I used to be into the Need for Speeds. I mean, I don't even think that's a thing anymore, but I've never been a big fan of the
Need for Speed. There's literally on the conference yesterday they did Need for Speed.
Oh, did they? I thought it died for a while, and then they attempted to bring it back, and then
it's a Need for Speed, and it's basically Fast and the Furious. Literally, the first minute they show, you're trying to steal a car out of a truck and everything's blowing up around you, and every time you kill a car, it goes slow motion.
See, I prefer stuff like that.
Fucking lame.
I don't like
it's lame,
but I don't like racing games like this where it's just a track. If it's going to be a car racing game or there's any sort of car involved, I prefer it to be like on actual roads and stuff. You know?
They've made 7 of these fucking things. Jeez, it looks pretty. Like I can't. I'm not gonna knock it. I don't really play it.
Oh no, I'm not. It's the same reason I don't play sports games, but I know you like I know you like those MLB games. I know you've played some of the other ones, but I can recognize a well-polished game when I see it, even if it's not my thing.
Sure. I don't know what you're talking about as far as the lag's concerned. I think you mean it's lagging behind the stream? It would be.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that because our stream and their stream are streaming from different places. It's never going to sync up correctly. I apologize. It's really the best we can do. I'm sorry, guys.
I think it is 60 frames per second. I think they said it was locked in.
Yeah. Racing games and fighting games generally, I think, try and strive for 60 frames per second because it's so important in the timing for professionals.
For the game, yeah.
Professionals, you know what I mean?
Those sure were words. Why are they playing a song about BDSM?
Someone actually has a good point. Someone in the comments says, it's just a PC with an Xbox logo that can play Xbox games. When are they just going to start selling these as pre-built systems with Xbox compatibility? Good question. It seems like... I'm sorry I'm talking over this. I'm just not that interested in car games.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
If you are, go ahead and mute us until that section's over, probably. It is what it is. I don't know. It seems like they're trying to go after this core PC market, the ones that have sort of shifted over to Steam and building their own PCs. But that market is gone. Why would they ever go back? You're just offering a watered-down version of what they've already jumped ship to. I don't...
There's 2 ways to do it. The first way, and I think the most effective way, is to embrace kind of the PC thing. But a lot of people like to couch game. I'm included. That's why I have consoles. If you embrace that and be like, hey, we have this. We'll offer like Xbox official extensions and shit and like upgrades over time. But you could totally mod this however you want as long as you don't like. There's probably proprietary walls and stuff to DRM and shit. But so I totally get that. But the other way is to make Xbox games exclusive to Xbox and not allow them on PCs. And that's not the way to do it.
No. Someone said, quote, press conference, and then a laugh emoji. I'm not the one who calls them press conferences. They are. It's an E3 press conference. It's what they're called. Someone says, Jake, what are you munching on?
I got me some Jack Link's beef jerky, and then I just ate a mini white chocolate Reese's cup.
Oh, God. Someone says, can I watch 4K porn on it? Actually, you can if you get a 4K porn DVD or Blu-ray. They are 4K.
Don't they stream in
Blu-ray compatible? Probably. I'd assume so. I assume it can output into 4K. It's doing it for the games and stuff, so I assume it can out to your TV,
you know provided
you have 4K? A 4K TV. What?
Real life sex.
Jake, don't be mean to our audience. Don't tease them with things you know they can never have.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
Someone is implying in the comments that they just ate magic mushrooms and are watching this stream. Good luck to you, sir. That's what they said. They said magic mushrooms with peanut butter, and then later they said drugs make this better. So enjoy.
They worked real fast. What is this sex? Says Jared Fogel. Allegedly. I'm really done with this Forsyth shit. I hope you guys like it. Hey, Hugo, have you been roofed before?
No, roofed? I have not.
Derek, let him know. You gotta get roofed, bro.
What is roofed?
You're never gonna know. It's okay.
Okay.
Look at these people. A lot of people actually down in there. That didn't look like 60 frames per second. It's on a screen that's being shared on a YouTube stream.
Yeah. Do people think that live streams on YouTube, even at this E3 conference, they're aware that there's quality degradation, right? Do you people think that it's outputting exactly as it's being presented to people on the screen in California?
Most videos on YouTube cap at 30 frames. You have to set it in formatting, and you can't live stream like that. Mm-hmm. It's for bandwidth shit, dude.
It wouldn't surprise me if Xbox did set up so they can do 60, though, but it's certainly going to drop, especially because it's a live stream and not a pre-rendered video.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Can they just stop having people pretend to play their game?
Hold on, are they about to... Hold on, are they going to say a price point yet? Nope. Oh, it's got to be like 700 then. It's got to
No, if it's that expensive, that's so bad. Is that a snakeskin jacket?
If it isn't, he definitely thought it was when he bought it.
What's the texture of that? It like has that optical illusion thing going on.
I told you, largest and most diverse games lineup. I told you they were going to do this whole. We're going to try and 22 games. 22 games with console exclusivity. Oh my god! I hope they're talking about timed. I hate exclusives, no matter who does them. Now give us $1,000, says him probably.
Okay, here's a game. And it's the world premiere.
Oh my god, are they going to treat every game like this? Like we give a fuck about every single little game? That's going to be annoying.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, is this going to be like... Is this...
Post-apocalypse, that's for sure.
Oh, no, I was thinking something else. No, this is Microsoft, not
Looks
Sony.
like The Division.
Didn't that underperform? Didn't that do worse?
Yes. Wait, is this a... Yep, it is.
Oh, the underground thing that you like?
It's coming back.
Metro. Whatever. Yeah.
I just bought... On Steam, by the way, the Metro Redux 2-part bundle is like $7 right now, so you should get that. These are fantastic games.
I'm hoping this is a gameplay footage because this looks pretty nice. It looks really good.
It's in engine, he said.
Yeah.
Is this... I hope this is new, right? It's not just a remake?
Yeah, this is new, I think.
Because it looks really... The level design hasn't changed much. Yeah, these games are super good. If you guys haven't played them yet, you should.
I haven't. I know I've watched you play them when you played the last one, whatever that was, but... Ooh. Was that a monster from the previous games? Because that looks pretty good. Whatever the...
yeah, they have different monsters. Most people are actually the monsters more often, but... they have a really...
Is it like a radiation thing, like Fallout? Obviously different, but not funny. But is it like radiation monsters? These things, or is this?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Oh, I like.
It's also got like an alien aspect. It's. I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't played it. So
it looks like the character's wearing like a mask or something, and when he takes damage, it gets cracked. That's good. I like when they have damage indicators in games that aren't necessarily bars. I like when they can show you damage without it being just in your face. This is how much health you have. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. It looks pretty.
Mm-hmm. Did you go above ground in the last one? I thought that was all underground.
He's breathing though, which is strange.
Maybe it's been long enough.
There's pockets.
Oh, there's a map. See, this is going to be... Oh, are they going to try and do a Fallout thing, but with the Metro series?
I don't know if they're doing it Fallout-wise, but... I mean, it was a little open before, but it was a little raily as well, so... So I don't know if it's open world Metro, that'd be really fucking rad. Wouldn't hate that at all.
Kind of what it looks like. I don't know if it'll be completely open, but it looks like the implication with the map and him looking with binoculars is definitely trying to show like you can go places, you have freedom to go. Sure. So even if not like a Skyrim Fallout situation, I could see it being more like Far Cry, which is open but has a more linear mission set, if that makes sense.
Again, on Steam right now, the first two games are $7 for both combined.
Can you repeat what you just said? I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Both games are $7 like in a bundle right now.
Wow.
On Steam.
Good deal.
The Redux too, the remastered ones.
Oh, I like that you can climb through windows. That's a nice touch. I like in games when it gives you options like that.
And it also you could take your ammo back. Ammo is really scarce in these, especially the good stuff.
I appreciate, and I hope this is part of the game and not just part of this gameplay where it didn't just disappear when he picked up the arrow. It actually showed him taking it out of the animal and putting it back into the weapon. Was it a bear? Nice.
Something like that, yeah. Ooh, I like the
the rocks. Did you notice the rocks?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I like little touches like that, so
this is definitely it. This is almost certain. Oh my god, is it going to actually fall over?
If it's not scripted, then that's a really cool moment.
This is definitely scripted, but I'm guessing this is scripted. I'm guessing this is a vertical slice is what it's called, which basically means it's in-game engine, but it is all scripted, so it works way too perfectly in a way that you never see in the actual game. So
makes sense.
I do believe that this is in-game graphics, but boosted like a lot in like ideal circumstances, running incredibly smoothly, probably on a PC, but it probably uses.
They're almost always doing that.
Yeah.
He said an engine though.
I believe it's an engine. I just don't think it's running on the hardware they say it's running on. I don't believe that's running on an Xbox X or whatever they're calling the new one. I believe that's running on a PC, and they're saying it's running on a.
Comes out in 2018. It said. Yeah. I like that game. That looks cool. Another world premiere right now. They're not going to talk.
Oh, good. Can this just be the 22? Can this just be the 22 games they said they had? Just trailers back to back. I'd love.
That'd be fantastic.
That would be a ballsy.
Okay, so we got Egypt. An Egypt game.
I'm calling Assassin's Creed right now.
Probably. Wait, I thought that was Ubisoft though.
Yeah, but sometimes, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna show it again. Egypt is pretty badass, but I don't care about Assassin's Creed. Fight me.
Well,
wow, that looks really Assassin's Creedy.
If this is Assassin's Creed, the rumor was it was taking place in Egypt. Well, maybe not. No, there it is.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
It's supposed to be like a reboot, though. They're trying to rework it because they know that it's getting stale. Was the rumor, so we'll see. I love the idea of Egypt, but I skipped the last. Sorry, they were talking. So, I skipped the last entry just because it was getting so stale. This at least looks like they're trying to be like, look at all the new things.
Yeah.
Underwater fighting. That's interesting. That's a new addition. Oh, multi-arrows. Interesting.
Is this where it started?
Yeah, it's probably going to be in Origins.
Oh, Basilisk.
Oh, I bet it's called like Assassin's Creed Origins or something. Oh my god! Yeah. Way to go, Ubisoft. Nice cliche name, douchebags. Now they're going to talk about it for 20 fucking minutes, probably.
No! If honestly, just trailers would be...
The thing is, I didn't play the last Assassin's Creed, but I heard it was actually okay. I heard the one before that, the French one, was okay, despite it played terribly. It ran awful. Yeah. So I hope they can do it, because I like the idea of the series. It's just gotten so off track.
It's a cool location for a game. I mean, I can't name a game with Egypt as a location. It's not like in RTS or...
Terrible name, though.
The Last Magi.
I always forget that Ubisoft, the division, I think in Montreal or wherever, is mostly French Canadian. So it always throws me off when the games have so much French Canadian stuff in them.
Many RPG element. I watched a porno called Assassin's Breed: The Coming. We're gonna watch gameplay now?
Yeah, we're gonna watch a mission or something.
Capture has been edited for time. I'm okay with that.
Someone said Revelations is their favorite Assassin's Creed. I think Brotherhood's my favorite. I thought that was the best one overall.
I thought Black Flag was really good. Am I wrong?
That was a great pirate game. I don't think that was a very good Assassin's Creed game. That really shouldn't have been Assassin's Creed. They should have just made that game be a pirate, the game, and made it its own thing. It looks nice.
The environments look nice, yeah. The character model looks like shit.
Oh my god, it does. Oh, the bird looks like shit too. That's so weird. Normally they're pretty good about that stuff. I hope it's early in development, and no, it can't be.
Right? It can't be?
I mean, look at unless they built this mission literally just for this, including this area.
That's known to happen. I did see the curtain hit his little spear thing or whatever's on his back.
You mean it clipped
no, it didn't clip.
Oh, no, if it didn't, then okay.
Like it had collision detection. That's
yeah, the character model looks bad though. I agree.
The fabric looks like it. Yeah, the characters walk funny.
But that could just be that's an in-engine thing. If the engine was already designed, that doesn't necessarily have to do with the actual how done the game is.
Oh, you can just Falcon.
Oh, okay. Is that how Eagle Vision works now? That's interesting. That's new. They change Eagle Vision in almost every one of these games. I don't know why. Just keep it simple. It should be basically Batman Vision from the Arkham games. This is an interesting addition. This is at least creative. I'll give them that. But the other ones, they kept changing it. And at some point, you couldn't even walk while using it. It was real dumb. I don't know why they did that.
Such an Ubisoft game.
Yeah. Look, you can climb up walls. This is new, right?
Oh yeah, real new.
I didn't play the last one, so forgive me anyone who's played it if they did. They need to rework the stealth mechanics entirely. The stealth mechanics in Assassin's Creed have always been broken and never worked.
I like the archery thing. That looks satisfying at least.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Everyone likes the slow motion bows and Breath of the Wild. I bet that starts to be a thing now too. I bet slow motion bow mid-air draws become a thing in games because of Breath of the Wild.
I hope that wasn't why they did it.
Oh, it's Ubisoft. I almost guarantee.
Yeah, you broke up there for a second, but I believe you said it's Ubisoft. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
Unless that's me. That could be me. Bow motion. Okay, so it's got an upgrade. It looks a lot like Destiny's HUD.
Well, they've had weapon. This isn't the first time they've had weapon selection, though. If they go more in depth, that's fine. But I know the last one I played was the one where it was the French Revolution. They had weapons in there, and you could change that. A selection of weapons is not new in Assassin's Creed. They've had that for quite a while.
Right, it was just the HUD, though. It looked the circle, and you kind of select it like a mouse. Why did Egypt cover their roofs with bed mattresses?
I could see how the bird's eye view thing could be interesting from a stealth mechanic standpoint. I don't... Unless they revamped the entire stealth system, it's going to be pointless. The stealth system in Assassin's Creed's always been terrible. Oh, level up. Interesting. Can you level up and do? You must be able to do perks and stuff now. You couldn't do that in Assassin's Creed before. Interesting.
I'm down with that.
If they go a more RPG route with Assassin's Creed, I could see that working. That seems like the kind of thing they could do. Do sort of a
fighting for you
because it's Ubisoft. And they do Far Cry. I could see them adopting sort of that same system where you do level up and get special abilities you can only use once you upgrade them and stuff.
Yeah. The
fighting looks pretty much how it's looked. I don't see much.
It looks like there's no weight to it. I always hate that.
Yeah.
Like real Skyrim-y. I love... What? Okay. All right.
Oh my God! Can you curve the arrow? That's dumb. I don't like that.
Yeah, I won't be getting this.
I'll rent it. That'll be a rental for me. I'll rent it for a week and beat it. Probably.
More like Boobisoft.
Oh, that's bad.
Thanks, Liam. Appreciate you. The Patriot arrow. Someone got excited about an elephant?
What is this? Just their proprietary game streaming service?
Battlegrounds. Player. Big on Steam right now. I'm glad people like that. Good for them.
What is this game? I've never heard of this.
You really haven't? What?
Is this that one where it's like it's samurai and different kinds of warriors?
No. That's For Honor, buddy. Don't just let Papa Bear explain this to you. It's basically think of Battle Royale. You get dropped in. You have nothing. You forage for a bunch of stuff. It's basically Hunger Games without the futurism. And it's very, very multiplayer.
They're going to play that stupid exclusive clip before literally everything they play today. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
And it's free for all. There's no teams, unless I guess you voice chat and decide you could form organic alliances.
I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Yeah, it's organic. It's like Rust without the pretense.
Yeah. Okay.
But no crafting, obviously.
And this has been out for a while on like PC, and it's just now coming to Xbox?
Steam, yeah.
Okay. I mean, it looks interesting for the kind of game it is. I don't know. What's that genre called, even? It's like, where it's like things like Rust, where it's a lot of people playing in an open world together, and they can interact.
It's called a survival game, but this is not survival crafting, but this isn't that.
Well, it looks interesting.
There's some like weapon crafting, modding, I guess, involved in it. I don't have it. These might be new maps and stuff. I don't know. I've only ever seen like a couple different gameplays of it.
Well, are the maps pretty big, or are they like...
Yeah, there's 100 people in it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Do you know how long a match tends to last, or
a while?
I'd assume so. Seems like it would.
You gotta find each other, basically.
Right, that's what I'm saying. These matches must be like at least an hour, if not longer,
Yeah. Massive arena combat?
Ah, okay. That's a good descriptor, actually. Yeah. Someone asked, Hugo, how do I not know what that is? You fucking pleb, however people say that internet speak.
I call it pleb, but it's short for plebeian, so you could say plebe either way.
Sure. I tend to zone out of multiplayer discussions because I'm not a big multiplayer guy. That's generally why. So that's
what is
why.
this? It's a VR thing? Looks VR-y.
Yeah. There's a distortion. It looks like fisheye, so.
These almost voxel games are popular now. What is that about?
I kind of like the aesthetic. It gives a certain atmosphere to the game if that's what you're going for. I can appreciate that.
I suppose I'd almost rather like a cell shading though.
It's just a trend. It'll go in 10 years. It'll be something else. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's a physics-based fighting and mining game. Or is it just a swarm combat game and you get resources from the environment?
Dwarfs. Deep Rock Galactic. That looks like it's a fun with people on the couch together or something.
Yeah. But... You know what? Well, I'll wait to talk about it till they talk about it. Never mind. I do appreciate they are kind of going trailer, though. Good for them.
Yeah.
I hope Sony is similar. I don't like the long talking bits. Ironic considering I'm doing the talking bit right now, but you know what I mean. I'm not bullshitting you with PR speak. I'll tell you if something looks like shit.
Is that the zombie game?
Probably.
What game am I thinking?
I don't know what it's called, but I know I've seen the footage with the big swarm.
No, not that one. Not that one. It could be that one, but that's not what I'm thinking of.
I'm gonna call it this year's token disappointment zombie.
No, it's the other. No. It's the other one. Yeah, it's
Until Dawn or whatever.
No, stop with your wrongness.
Okay,
will you stop with your wrongness? It's a sequel to a good Xbox game.
State of Decay.
State of Decay 2. There you go.
Oh, is that one you played that I saw you play and it was actually pretty interesting? Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Maybe this will be good then, because that was I didn't play it, but it looked
It's
cool.
got a really good mix of survival elements, RPG, and you can see it's kind of arcadey, but it's not just nonsense. But you could open the door to the trucks or cars and it would automatically kill things without bricking ever, which was kind of weird. Yeah, you can see how it's kind of not super realistic.
No, I like the survival. I like that it's not just it's a survival game though. I appreciate that. That's what I want out of a zombie game. I don't necessarily want straight horror. I want survival.
Yeah, I really like that you had to actually find shit, and it didn't just give you things. That was ours.
This looks a lot nicer than the first game. Obviously, it's been years, but the one thing I didn't like about the first game that put me off was how it looked, and this looks pretty nice. So I might pick this up.
Yeah.
First,
it's still a little herky-jerky as far as the walking and the fighting animation.
Yeah, but it's close enough where it doesn't bug me. The other one bugged me. This doesn't bug me.
Right. How come in zombie apocalypses we just decide not to have rooms for things anymore, though? What is that? What is that about? Zombies. Rooms are obsolete. Yeah, I also like the open worldiness of it. It didn't really force you into a path. There's story missions and stuff that pop up, but you could just explore. I feel like it's already dropping frames.
Did you
see that? Did it feel weird?
No. It might have just been on your stream.
Could have
been. This trailer can end now. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it now. We have different types of zombies. Isn't that unique in 2006? Someone says it's Michigan Simulator. That's funny.
More closer to Ohio.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. It's weird that the guy that had bed sores in real life when he was alive is now super strong because he was fat.
Mm-hmm. How long is this conference, by the way? This can't just be an hour. We're already 40 minutes in. Is it 2 hours?
Longer than that. They had 20. Okay. How many games? Over 20.
They said like 22, although they might not cover all of them. I think they just said we have 22 games coming out in the next year or something, exclusives. Because at this rate, it would be, well, maybe it's a 2-hour conference. I don't know. They're one of the big
9 hours long. Nice.
They're one of the big two.
Wow, Derek, you can do better than that. Come on.
Jake, someone says Jake is the hot one.
Guilty.
Probably.
I feel like there's biases involved. I'm the man of the people.
But yeah, I'd get that State of Decay 2, but probably I'd wait for it to go down to at least $40. I don't think I'd buy that at 60. I'd wait for a sale. But it does look nice for a zombie game, and I'm not usually a big fan. Dead Rising has totally shit the bed at this point, so I'm pretty over zombie games.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting art style, whatever this is.
Team Fortress art.
Nah, this is less cartoony than Team Fortress. It looks like sort of 3D animation in that it looks like a drawn 2D style, but in 3D, sure. But it's not as cartoony as Team Fortress 2 is.
Jake's the one with toys behind him. I mean, that's not inaccurate, but Hugo is also the one with toys behind him. You have to make up better ones. It's like a deathmatch thing.
It looks like it.
No.
Oh. Here comes the E3 cringe. Is this supposed to be a person I know? Is this a YouTuber who's obnoxious that I don't know about? Or is this just a guy? Someone in the description tell me if I'm supposed to know who this guy is.
Why are you making a game like this when Overwatch is taking these customers already?
Yeah, this is like when a bunch of people tried to do MMOs when World of Warcraft got really popular. You're just cannibalizing your own market. It's not a good idea.
Or MOBAs when League and Dota took over.
Yeah.
Like those are the only two. Like Here's the Storm still has no players. This looks really fun. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. It's got a crafting element in the middle.
The Darwin Project. I have literally never... Is this the first that this is getting revealed? Because I've literally never heard of this.
Do you get it?
Oh, boy.
Is this a Minecraft thing?
More Minecraft? Are you sick of Minecraft yet?
Am I breaking up or are you? What?
You are.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Fantastic. I think I'm back. I think I'm back in action. We good.
You know the sad thing about Minecraft? Minecraft is actually a fucking excellent game. I love Minecraft. I really do, and so does my girlfriend. Its reputation has been ruined by, like, 10-year-old streamers and 10-year-olds who play it online, I guess, you know?
Children. We should kill the children.
Children, yeah. Let's kill all the children.
There you go.
But
unifying Minecraft.
Oh, are they going to put all the servers together? Now it's not going to be segregated by console and PC. That'd be interesting because Microsoft owns Minecraft. If they do cross-platform play, that's a really big step for them. Not just in Minecraft, but that means a big deal for multiplayer gaming across all platforms. That's a big step.
Yep, they're cross-platforming. Which I care zero about. I don't play Minecraft. Live your life, though. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you how to live. Lydia's a little breathy.
A little bit.
Jared Fogle. Children ruin everything, especially my career. I appreciate you, guy who role plays as Jared Fogle on YouTube. Wow, I want to fondle this one. What? Tarek, calm down. This will kill mods. Frowny face.
Hold on. I need to see what they're talking about with graphics. Because are they making like an 4K Minecraft? What do you mean 4K Minecraft? Explain. Is this just really high resolution textures? Because that's kind of funny.
I think the lighting would probably be better.
Oh, the lighting is better. Look at that. They got God rays. Okay. Interesting. That's kind of funny. Actually, having 4K textures on such a blocky game, that it'll lead to an interesting aesthetic, but God, are people clamoring for this though? I'm not in the Minecraft world of YouTube. I know that's a whole community in and of itself, so I don't know what their wants are though. So. The lighting is cool though.
They just want Minecraft to continue to get things.
Oh yeah, they're gonna milk that cow. They spent like billions of dollars on it. They gotta make that back somehow, man. Super duper graphics pack. Notch off wherever he's doing whatever he's doing, laughing his ass off.
He's probably doing heroin right now. I would.
High res cubes. Good point, person.
There are already free mods for Minecraft for 4K.
There are. No, there are. I've done not 4K, but for my PC, I've done the high resolution texture packs, so it's not new.
Oh no.
The crowd's kind of like, okay, we'll clap now, I guess.
That's what I was knowing about. Like, pre-orders are available. Give us money before we know this thing works. Matt's confused because he's not reading descriptions. That's fine. That's fine, Matt. Peppery. This guy, he makes the weirdest faces. He went, hilarious, crazy, whole lot of fun.
Oh, God.
Dragon Ball Z game?
Yeah, it's going to be another one. Actually, the Dragon Ball Z Universe games have been pretty good. So, I don't know what this is, though. This is probably just another one in the fighting game series that's going to be different than the Xenoverse and separate, so...
I was worried that...
If this can't be an engine, right? It looks like it's weird. It looks 3D, but it looks like the animation from the show.
That's what I've been doing.
Wow, this looks really good. This looks like if you're gonna do a Dragon Ball game, this is a beautiful way to do it.
Yeah.
It looks like the animation on the show, but better. In fairness, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Super, so I assume it's improved since Z, but
huh. I'm not big into fighting games. I mean, these are cool though. They look cool.
I like fighting games of the Mortal Kombat genre where it's more casual and you can just kind of pick it up like that, and the Injustice game.
Street Fighter and stuff.
I can't do Street Fighter. I literally, when Street Fighter 5 came out, I rented it and tried to play it and I couldn't figure it out. I can't do it. So it depends on what kind of game.
Are you surprised that the guy with the whose name is Haruki on YouTube is like, I will buy the system for this game?
Shocking.
Hey man, do you? I'm not here to tell you what you like. I appreciate your excitement. Hey, look, a desert. Now it's a jungle. Now it's mountains. Lighthouse. Snow. Still snow.
Oh, and someone says they only play Smash Brothers. I also really like Smash Brothers. I like more not arcadey. I guess that's the opposite because Street Fighter is arcadey. I like easy fighting games basically because I'm a piece of shit. I don't know what this is though.
Me either. I have no idea what to expect. It's like a tower defense thing. Or is it just a fancy? Maybe a new Fable?
I think I saw giants. I don't think there were giants in Fable.
Well, I mean, you could just add them.
No, this isn't Fable. This doesn't have the aesthetic of Fable. No.
There
are rumors they're going to announce some new Fable related project.
This looks like a JRPG on an Xbox. That's weird to me. Oh, it's a hack and slash. No, hack and slash RPGs are lame as fuck. Oh, why do you people like this kind of shit?
You mean the kind of game where it's like 1,000 enemies and it's like no effort to go through them? And it's just like crazy. Yeah, I don't get.
This is combo-based combat, which I fucking hate.
It doesn't feel satisfying to me. I don't know why.
That's exactly why. I think there should be a balance between this and Dark Souls in a lot of games. It looks multiplayer, however, which is neat, I guess, if you're into this sort of thing.
Someone says, ooh, Fable. I understand where you're coming from on that, but I still think Fable 1 and 2 are very playable games. I think
they were good. He just oversold.
Peter Molyneux's a piece of shit, and he's a million miles away from anything Fable related to this point. He's not even part of Lionhead, so he wouldn't touch.
Is Lionhead even part of Lionhead at this point? I thought they
no, it's basically totally different. So if they do a new Fable, I'm willing to give it a chance. This is a World War II. Oh, is this going to be the Call of Duty World at War or whatever? No, the Call of Duty, whatever they're calling it, World War II.
Call of Duty.
Oh, no. Well, you're a little ahead of me, by the way, on the stream.
Right.
You're seeing things like a
this looks a little bit different.
Interesting.
I don't know what this is. Wait, are they doing a... Oh, this is 3D with 8-bit.
Oh.
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Games like this often win like awards because they're really well thought out.
Yeah,
this looks well thought out, and you can tell when the good music choice. Like it's gonna.
I was just gonna say
that game.
You can tell this is gonna be a very cool game to just sit down at night with the lights off and just listen to the music and play the game.
The last night. That looks like a Steam game through and through. I wouldn't get it on Xbox.
Yeah, but. Some of their stuff like this, if it's exclusive, though, you can only buy it through the Windows 10 store now, so it might not even be through Steam. Which I disagree with, and I think is a bad move on their part. The Windows 10 store will never
sell them, though.
But it'll never compete with...
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, that logo's familiar. Are they the... Oh, wait.
Francis Vendetti? Nephew of Johnson Vendetti. I don't know what this is.
Is this the indie game section? Because I'm down for quirky indie game section.
I like quirky shit like this, man.
I do too, and they're not all great, but every 5 or 10 that come out, one of them tends to be really good. So
right,
this looks beautiful too. I don't know what this is about, but it looks nice.
It's a music platformer.
Oh shit!
Games like this, they take it to art, and that's what I really like about games.
So creative. I like that.
I really love atmospheric sound games. Like Crypt of the Necrodancer is a really cool game like that. Where you kind of move to the beat and you'd have to time attacks based on...
Yeah. The guy in our audience who said he was on mushrooms should probably get this game, because that would probably be fucking amazing.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, just keep it coming with the... This is what I like. This is what I like.
Is this going to be an indie game too? What's this? I didn't see what...
This looks more like a Devil May Cry sort of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see what studio it said. It was zoomed out, so...
I don't know what this is because it's weeby, but... It's the weebiest. I'm not getting this game. I don't care if it's good. That's just how I feel every time I see anime stuff. Because it's always like... Ugh.
I'm not against that aesthetic in general. It's just that aesthetic generally means to me that it is a game with gameplay mechanics that I do not like.
At this point, I'm like, it's like reverse Pavlovian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that looks just lame as fuck. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's right.
Code Vein? What? No, don't. Don't make that video game.
Vein. Again, that seems more like something that'd be coming out of Sony, not Xbox.
Right.
They're clearly they're trying to expand. You can tell.
Yeah. This guy doesn't know what to do with his hands.
No.
I don't believe he's excited about anything.
No.
I'm excited to share you? No.
You can give Nintendo a lot of shit. I believe Reggie Fils-Aimé loves Nintendo games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, here's the thing. Come on. Sea of Thieves. Okay.
It was a pirate game or something?
I'll play a pirate game. Especially if it's like a co-op pirate game. Looks like a co-op.
Oh, I think this is a pirate MMO. Have I heard of this?
If it's a pirate MMO, it's not what I want.
Yeah. See, this idea is interesting, but is this an always online game, or is this like a co-op game you can just play with people?
I would love a couch co-op pirate thing.
Not even necessarily just couch, but like, is this something I can just do with a friend, or do I have to be connected to a server with a bunch of other people constantly?
Are pirates typically like good at scuba diving, or what? What's the...
I like the idea, but based on the fact that the names are over the heads, I'm assuming this is you got to be connected to servers with a bunch of other people, and I'm out.
For gigantic lumps of iron, their suppliers can be portable.
And someone says it looks like something from the 360, probably because it is an MMO, and MMOs always look worse than, single player games because they got to deal with a bunch more shit.
I'm fine with it. It's not like I like the aesthetic. Cartoony is it's fine. It just... This is doing nothing for me right now.
See, the thing, I'm kind of interested in the idea of a resource management first-person pirate crafting game, sort of a mix between Rust and Pirates.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be like Rust in the sense where it's connected to a bunch of other strangers. I would rather it be with you and a friend, or just you. You know what I mean?
Well, because the friend doesn't exist. We're all we have.
You know what I mean?
Okay, but show me like doing things. You swam for a second. Yeah, seems pretty MMO-y.
Yeah.
Again, the aesthetic looks fine. The gun's neat, I guess.
Yeah. So it's basically Rust, but pirates.
So far.
Fine. I might, depending on the price, if it got down to like 20 in a couple of years on a Steam sale, I might check it out, but...
That guy just got shot out of a cannon, though. So...
I'm surprised they're giving this much time to this game, because I don't see...
I'm over it as fuck.
This game, well, I'm sure it has its place, and it'll have its fans. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would get people excited at E3, because this is more of a, it takes a while to build up resources and discovery game, not an action, get people hyped game. This is a...
Right.
This seems like more of a game you'd have to play and be into this kind of game to have any sort of interest in it, and not be bored right now.
Oh... I hate tech demo.
Oh, someone said it's made by Rare, but you mean Rare today, right? Not people who were from Rare in like the 90s. So it's the people who made like Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, and the things they've made since then. So it's Rare, but it's not Rare that made, Banjo-Kazooie. And in fairness, the people who did make that also just made that other ukulele, which was disappointing. So
Derek just said, you guys don't seem into it, but I'd play the fuck out of it. They're not showing me anything. Show me a thing.
Sure.
Like, we're just walking around. We killed a skeleton.
I get it. I get the exploration type. You're supposed to be slow and looking for treasure and you follow clues. I'm fine with that. But, like, this isn't an E3 presentation you should be giving. This is something I would find on my own, probably, and be like, oh, maybe I'll check it out. It's going to bore general audiences, I feel like. This needs to be marketed directly at its audience, not the general populace, I don't think.
Well, they found some treasure.
Yeah.
I hope that guy doesn't talk the whole time you're fucking playing this game. Guy who sounds like New Scotty from Star Trek.
Oh my god, he does sound like Simon Pegg doing the Scotty voice, doesn't he?
It's not quite there, though.
It's not actually him, is it?
I don't think so. It doesn't quite sound like it. It sounds like it's a guy trying to do it.
It sounds like he's trying to do it. Very similar,
right.
Though. Was that their big action beat? We fell into the water and there wasn't even a cool effect when I fell into the water.
And then
meanwhile, the implication is that there are people still on the boat who've been just standing there this whole time, right? That's their gameplay experience, is I get to stand on the boat and wait, right?
Yeah. Maybe there's stuff to do on the boat.
Maybe. But they should have highlighted that then. They should have highlighted it and gone back to the boat while they were just meandering around and said, meanwhile, let's go back to the boat where their task is
what you're asking for is two people to be sitting there pretending to play the game, having really corny commentary back and forth, like, haha, thanks, Jamie. I'm going to put the sails up. I assume his name's Jamie.
Yeah, I think last year when they did the Division, whoever's press conference that was at, when they did the gameplay of that, there was the really fake.
Ubisoft. Don't do that.
Yeah, the fake. Like, this is how gamers talk, right? No. The toxicity of the online community of gaming is they're not saying, hey, can you get to the checkpoint? They're saying, I fucked your mom. It's
right.
One of the reasons I don't play online games, by the way. Unless I, like, Jake or someone else is playing them with me.
Right. I mean, just look at... Like, can you customize the ship?
Probably. I'd assume so.
But who gets to decide that? Because there's, like, 30 people on this ship.
If I had to guess, there'll be a captain designation, sort of like guilds. Your ship will probably be a guild that you have to build, and then there will be a guild leader who is the captain, and they get to ultimately make decisions like that.
He shot himself onto the...
And I would guess, theoretically, if you are a member of a crew, you can make money. And then if you want to eventually make enough money that you can get your own boat and start your own crew or whatever.
Sure, maybe. This is the same exact boat, by the way.
Oh, is it?
The interior.
Oh my god, it looks exactly the same. That's unfortunate. I really hope they at least have different designs then, because that's a big oversight. Yeah. You gotta have unique boats.
Sir, they're ships.
Whatever.
The sails were different, I think.
More important, someone says, more importantly, do people only know Simon Pegg because of Star Trek? No, but in Star Trek, he's not doing his normal voice. He's doing a fake Scottish accent because he's He's English, not Scottish. So he's doing. Actually, he's not even doing a real Scottish accent. He's doing the fake Scottish accent that the original actor did.
If I could have remembered, I would have said Simon Pegg in New Star Trek because of the accent.
Right.
But I couldn't remember his name.
He's trying to sound like original Scotty, who was doing a bad Scottish accent.
Yeah. Which I liked.
Yeah. It's endearing.
What is this fucking game?
I don't know.
Another VR thing?
Maybe. I'm down for more VR stuff. I like VR. I have the PlayStation VR, which is obviously not as... there's not as much stuff going on as there is with, like, the Oculus and the Vive, but...
Hey, guys at Tacoma, you're going to be at E3. How long we got? We'll give you 15 seconds.
What's the game about?
Fucking, it's got lights. Pretty lights. All right. What do we got? What do we got here?
Oh, is this going to be a Conquer thing?
I was going to say, was it Conquer?
No, that's not Conquer. That looked like a fox. Never mind. Sorry. It looked like Conquer for a second. Unless this is going to be Conquer and it's... Wait, is that supposed to be... Is this a reboot of that?
I have no fucking...
Because that doesn't look like Conquer at all.
Well, just attack the flower. There's a book. Is this someone new, maybe?
Oh, no, this isn't Conquer. This is just some generic...
Gotta love platformers.
Platformy.
With coins.
Here's the thing. Mario is basically the only thing doing, like, actual old-school platformers right now. 3D, colorful, hub world style platformers. I'm okay if more people want to get into it. It's just that so few people do it well. I heard that recent Ratchet and Clank was pretty good. I didn't play it, though.
Bubsy? Is it called Bubsy?
Oh my god, is this a remake of Bubsy? Do you remember Bubsy?
I don't.
It was oh my god, why? No. This isn't Bubsy. They wouldn't be that dumb, would they? Is this Bubsy?
That's a fart onion. There's a fart onion.
If this is Bubsy, I'm going to laugh and explain something to you guys that if you don't know who Bubsy is. But there's no way they'd be that dumb, right? Because Bubsy was like a cat. Bubsy was a cat, not a fox.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think Bubsy was a bobcat. But I get the similar. He looks similar to that and Conquer a little bit, yeah.
He's got a cape on, though.
The thing is, though, I agree, or I don't agree with you. I wish there were more like colorful platformers. This looks like the most generic version of that ever.
Oh, of course.
Like, do something creative with it. Don't just mix. We need like a Sonic character and like a that's basically what they're doing. They're doing like a.
But he's not talking. He has no personality. He's just a fox.
Yeah. This better be like a
Lucky's tail.
If this is a $20 downloadable game, fine. But if this is a $60 game, you have just made me make sure I don't buy this game.
I'm glad it's not Bubsy.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious, though.
Okay.
Oh, Bubsy has a different remake coming to Sony, they say. Holy shit, Sony, don't do it.
A thrilling game. Here it comes.
Probably more thrilling than the pirate one, I'd guess. This looks like it'll be
tongue-in-cheek. Game that has been seen before.
Okay, it'll be tongue-in-cheek then, whatever this is. So fine.
Cuphead.
Huh.
Oh, interesting aesthetic choice.
Yeah, okay. See,
that's neat.
This is a more interesting, like, platformer action game to me than the other game was, because at least it's doing something different. It's got that sort of 1930s Mickey Mouse cartoon aesthetic.
Cuphead only got 15 seconds, too.
This should have gotten more time than the fucking pirate game.
I would have watched a trailer just as long as the pirate game for that. That's neat. Yeah. I like games that make you want to watch. I think the first one I remember doing that is Beautiful Joe on GameCube.
Mm-hmm. I hate when why do they zoom out? I want to see what's on the screen, goddammit.
Crackdown 3?
Yeah, it's starring Terry Crews.
Good times.
Okay, zoom in, assholes.
But look at our shitty set, Hugo.
Let's film a live-action trailer with Terry Crews and then show it in a tiny box zoomed out when we stream it online. That makes sense.
I like Terry Crews, but the meme of Terry Crews is starting to bother me.
Down, though, by the way. This is like trying to appeal to the douchebag Call of Duty audience. And I'm not calling everyone who likes Call of Duty a douchebag, but you know who I'm talking about. You know the kind of people I'm talking about. It's aimed at
Modern
that.
Warfare 2 was fun.
Yeah. I love Crackdown 1. 2 was terrible, though, so I would love if they can bring this series back, because it was so promising. it's the most fun open world sort of superpower game I've ever played. The first one. So if they can get this to work, I would consider. It would increase my chances.
Didn't like the first Infamous?
I liked it. I just like Crackdown better. I also liked that infamous Second Son that came out for when the PlayStation 4 came out. That was really fun too. But
I thought I got better reviews.
It wasn't. It was a well-polished game. I enjoyed the game, but I understand the review scores it got. It was a little disappointing. It felt a little shallow and a little too short. But as a release game, which is what it was kind of a game/tech demo. Like, look at what the PlayStation can do. And I enjoyed it for that. And it was fun for the short time I was playing it. But that's just me. I understand if people didn't like that game. I didn't play Infamous 2. Someone said in the comments second one was better than Second Son. Didn't play Infamous 2, so I can't comment.
I have to give credit where it's due. It's a pretty unique trailer. That didn't feel unique to me.
The big selling point of this one is supposed to be the destructible environments. Like, all the buildings are supposed to be like, you can...
Oh. Okay. Diverse creators. Will not show you any of the games, though. So we're going to zoom out for that shit. There we go. Okay. More arena combat things. That looks cool.
Oh, is that an Alien game? Are they doing another Alien game?
Path of Exile. It's free on Steam. Just do that.
Why is it free on Steam?
Path of Exile? I don't know. It's a free game. They have microtransactions and legendary
maybe they'll do
armor
that
shit
next
if you want. But it's not paid to... Yeah, they could.
They might do it on Xbox as well.
Robocraft is also free. This is infinite, so maybe it's more. Dunk
Observer.
Lords.
I've never heard of that Observer. That looks interesting, though.
No.
Sorry, they're going by these real quick. So
I know. Brawl Out, a Smash clone. Ooblets? Okay.
Oh, Brawl Out, I've looked into, actually, because I love Super Smash Brothers. It looks terrible.
No.
Because the characters are so generic. One of the fun parts of Smash Brothers is that it's characters from things you know?
Yeah.
And their move sets are based on that. That in Brawl Out or whatever, it's all just generic animals.
Hello Neighbor looks cool. Do you know anything about that?
I don't, actually. It looks...
so you have a neighbor that has like a crazy super big house.
Okay.
And you're trying to infiltrate it to figure out the secret that they're holding.
Oh, okay.
And they hunt you.
That final, did you see that Conan game? That looks interesting. That first person Conan. I'm down for that.
Rust game. It's on Steam, but it's in early access.
Damn. Yeah, one sec. Someone asked, why are they putting all the most interesting looking games in a single package? I agree. Some of those were the more interesting looking games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Marketing team decided.
More games, huh? It's a long one, Xbox. All right.
We said that's what they needed to do, though. Come out and show the games.
This is a launch exclusive.
Okay.
Well, I know I want them to. I'm just like...
I think it's going pretty well for them. The pirate thing is dumb, but I don't think this is a bad conference. That price point's what's going to kill them at the end when they announce it's like a $700 system or whatever.
Yeah.
But the games do look nice. This looks familiar a little bit, the aesthetic. I don't know where I'm getting it from, but I know I've seen something similar to this before.
Yeah. Looks like that movie, the kid was with the samurai stuff and the beetle guy and Why can't I think of the name on that on Netflix?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone will know what I'm talking about. Looks like that Brothers game. You're right.
Two brothers. This made me think of that Rick and Morty.
Kubo. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they got skinny legs and.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I'm interested. Is this like a Dark Souls Light-esque, cartoonish?
People in the live chat, let us know, because some of you seem to know more about this game than we do. I've never heard of this.
No, me either.
Ashen, interesting. Okay.
Square Enix, huh?
I'm fairly ambivalent, but my interest is somewhat piqued. So
Square Enix, not a fan.
Hold on, I think my stream is behind slightly than yours.
Life is Strange 2? Is that what we're on?
Yeah, that's what this is. I only played the first episode of Life is Strange 1, but it was interesting. I don't know how people regarded the whole package when it was all said and done, though.
But Page, right? Is that the same one?
No. You're thinking of a different one.
Oh, that was the one with the soul.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is this the same girl, probably, but yeah, this is her, but older, I'm guessing, after the events of the first game. Yeah. Jake, you know the premise of the first game, right? And the gameplay.
I didn't play it.
It's similar to
it's like a Telltale.
It's better than a Telltale in that the engine is much better. It's more organic because
Heavy Rain. Then,
yeah, you actively control the character, like you walk around and explore. But the twist is the character has the ability to rewind time, so you can redo your choices and ground.
Oh yeah, I played the demo. I forgot. Yeah, she's in the bathroom with the girl.
Yeah. I never finished it, so again, I can't say if it worked out for the whole series, but I thought it was an interesting hook to get you into the game.
Sure.
So if this is coming out, I might have to go and pick up the first one, all of it, and finish it before this comes out. Does anyone who's watching this, did anyone finish Life is Strange? Was it good all the way through? Because I enjoyed the first part. It's obviously kind of aimed
looks like some people did play it. Shadow of War, probably going to be fun. They look better for sure.
Someone says it isn't hard to be a teenager in regard to the Life is Strange game. You know there was like a serial killer in the first game, right? It wasn't just, teenager being a teenager is tough. It was a game about there's a murderer on the loose. I feel like that person didn't actually play the game.
They have tanks now.
The one thing I really, really hope for Shadow of War, I loved Shadow of Mordor, and I know Jake's played it on this channel, but
no, look at they did the thing with the arrows.
Oh, do they? Oh shit. Yeah, nailed it. That was in the first game though, wasn't it?
No, not slow-mo, I don't think. Unless that was a perk later, I don't know.
I think it was. I think at some point you could, but not all the time. So interesting. But I hope the environments are more interesting because it felt like there were two areas in the first game and they were very generic. So I hope the environments are better.
It looks like it's already this is more like a almost tropical.
Yeah.
So he looks like almost. Okay, so he's got new weapons. That's kind of neat. The fighting, he almost looks bored to be there though. That's kind of weird. This game is fun. Or at least the other one. I don't know. This one's probably fun too.
Okay. I'm guessing you can climb on some of them at least, even because that one it looked like it was immune to being climbed on. You know how they have the different
Well, after he stunned it, he could.
Again, I'm behind yours for some reason. My thing says live, but I think I'm behind you for some reason.
Yeah. It's because it's on the West Coast and I'm further west, huh?
Oh, maybe. Maybe I'm caught up. Are you laughing at the thing you just said? Oh.
The armor's weird.
I didn't like the outfit in the first game very much. I hope he can switch it up.
Yeah. It seems well written.
I like this. I do like casual giant orc guy being casual. That's funny.
I'm done with that. I'm fine with this guy.
Yeah.
Take my money. If I can customize the armor and stuff, that would be ideal for me.
Yeah, in the first game, there were a couple like DLC outfits or like pre-order outfits or whatever, but I'd like to be able to kind of mix it up and have maybe different stats.
Right. I always like putting stuff on. It's like my favorite part of RPGs. I mean, the armor looks different there. Seven new orc tribes?
Yeah, interesting.
It's kind of neat.
Yep, that's what he said. Ooh, chain weapon. Interesting. I hope if they built in the physics of sort of a chain-based throwing weapon, I'm wondering if you can get one of those too. That'd be pretty cool. That's a weapon you don't see in a lot of games, is the sharp things on chains that swing around.
Yeah. So what's this system they're using right now? What is this?
They're playing everything on supposedly they're playing it on the Xbox One X.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
It looks like they're starting a battle using a different type of battle system.
Yeah.
That's fucking neat. If these are epics, like really big battles, this game could be pretty rad.
Well, that's the thing in this game. I think that's the hook, is that you start your own armies and you can,
Right, Shadow of War, right? So
yeah.
But like, I want to see it in action though, and I think we're about to. So hopefully it's not shit. It looks like you can pick up different armors in the game though. That's different than before.
Yeah, someone says in the comments they believe that in gameplay they have shown weapon and armor customization, so that is a thing that exists.
That would be exciting.
Which I'm very excited for. That's one of the big downfalls of the first game, I thought, was the lack of customization. I mean, I know they had the runes, but I didn't feel like that really offered
I think your mic went weird, buddy.
Oh, did it? Is it still doing it?
I think so. Just check it.
There's nothing I can do. Sorry if I'm only coming out of your left or right ear, everyone.
Back now. No, I wanted to...
If anyone who's just joining us, for instance, the person in the comments, you can find the link to the live stream we're watching in the description.
That's why we write descriptions. Why do we even take the time with you people? Why do we even? I'm thirsty. Is this still going?
Yeah, probably about I'm guessing it's...
There's a piano happening. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll keep the people entertained. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Oh, God. Are they just going to have this dude play a piano? See, this is a nice looking game. I don't know what this is going to be, but at the very least, it looks like another one of those games that's visually beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of that game. I forget what it was called. I think it was called Journey, where you were like a flower peddle or something going through a field. I never played it, but I watched gameplay footage of it at one point when that came out, and I heard people really enjoyed that for sort of the calming, I don't know what else to call it, therapeutic. It was just very calm, a chill game. This kind of looks like that, but with more action, actual stuff going on. Someone says in the comments, what if you messed up playing the piano? You probably wouldn't get hired very much after that. Someone says, do you like jazz? Yes, I've also seen B Movie. Thank you. ASMR game. Good way to put it. Fair enough. All right. Again, I don't know if I assume most of you are watching the same stream as I. Is anyone else really pissed off about this constant zooming out? I get you paid a piano player to come on stage, but this game is visually striking. At the very least, it's got a fucking atmosphere like nothing else they've showed so far today, but they keep zooming out to the goddamn piano player, and that's fine. I respect the dude. He probably worked real hard to become a piano player, but that's not what this is for.
I'll be back in a second.
Thanks, Jake. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which again was hard to read because they zoomed out to the piano player. Thanks, Microsoft. Nailing the technical aspects of this conference.
How you guys doing?
Oh, wow, you're really loud now.
I can't hear you. How's the piano? Was it good?
It was over gameplay. It wasn't just that. It was I guess it was the composer of the game, and it was actually a very beautiful looking atmospheric game. So
talentless hack. It's no less than $500, right?
Someone says 450. If they could do 450, that's a win for them. If they could get that down to 150, I doubt it. Or 450, I mean, sorry. My bad. But same point. If they get down to 450, it's a win.
Original Xbox games. Backwards compatible. That's cool.
Huh. Cool. That's one thing I do miss from the PlayStation, being able to play old games and stuff. I know they have their streaming service, but I've tried it. It doesn't work very well. I don't like that. Let me play the games or download like a version of them or something. And I know they do have some of that now, but not for every title.
Crimson Skies. It looks great. Wouldn't it be funny if he was honest for a second? He was like, and it looks like an Xbox game. It's just going to be on until the next conference.
I assume they're wrapping up. It's 2 hours, so we probably have half an hour left. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't feel.
I don't have anything to do. I'm just saying. Yeah. It seems like they're a little long-winded today. A
little bit.
Well, not really for free. You have to buy the system. I didn't play that yet.
Which one?
Final Fantasy 15 or whatever we were at. Is that supposed to be good?
I have no idea. For anyone who hasn't played Resident Evil 7, by the way, excellent game. Excellent, especially in VR. Very scary. Very good.
Hugo has intense RBF. I don't know what that is.
Resting bitch face.
Oh.
I don't disagree. I'm aware.
Yeah, we're doing a stream for Bethesda 2. Yes. We'll be on about 10 minutes before it launches.
Yep.
Well, actually, maybe we'll be on straight through because...
this is taking forever, yeah. Someone asks, how are you guys today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Thanks, dude. I just got a little string cheese. But I eat it like this instead of strings.
Monster.
Told you, $4.99.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably not buying that. Not for like a year at least. Not until the first price drop. They'd have to have like... Is this going to be that game that they're trying to launch with?
Maybe.
They're EA. EA. Yeah, this is that game. There he is.
Yeah, now that I was thinking, the $500 price point, that's pretty much where we expect it to be. I don't think it's going to be a huge seller, but I don't think it's going to be a failure either. They'll probably sell fine.
The thing is, though, it's probably going to have like they're trying for VR, so your VR is going to be a peripheral thing.
Are they? They haven't announced any VR thing from them.
There was like 6 VR games.
They didn't, but they haven't announced a headset or anything.
I guess.
There were games that look like they are VR compatible, but not necessarily designed for VR.
I don't know. They had the distortion, though.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
If it's another sports game, I'm going to be... No, it's that Destiny-looking game, which name I'm forgetting. What the fuck is the name of that? You'll see. We're gonna see something. He just likes to talk, you know. Honestly, you just walk on the stage and go, "Here's my game. We made this trailer so your dick would get hard." Instead, I'm soft.
That's what I don't get. Do they? Because the marketing
BioWare game.
The marketing people who are involved in this, it obviously the way they talk about their games often is it seems very talk downy, markety speak to gamers.
Right.
But, and I understand.
Well, you got. I get what you're saying, but Anthem's on now, so we have to.
Okay. I'll continue later.
Okay. BioWare and Frostbite. So I mean, like, but it's now BioWare, not earlier BioWare. This is the type of game that if it's good, it moves consoles. So this is the one that they have to nail.
I'm assuming in engine. Did they say in engine when I was talking?
It's all in engine, yeah.
Okay.
The faces don't look great, but it's better than the lighting looks fine. They're doing a really good job with the mouth syncing now, at least.
Isn't it sad that in 2017 we're praising a company for getting the fucking lip syncing correct?
I guess. It's known, like, Naughty Dog has really nailed this kind of thing, and they This isn't that. The aesthetic looks pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of customization for your mech thing.
Mm.
Oh, you got different classes of mech suit things. Like armor, I guess, and not really a mech, but
basically power armor. It's like non-Fallout themed power armor.
And then you can swap between classes, but maintain being the same character, which makes it feel different than Destiny. I get you. That's probably fine.
It's a good way to do that if you're going to do it and explain it in game.
If there's a lot of aesthetic changes, that's good. Oh, they're called javelins. Nice. Great. Hero Fall. They're doing that really cringy.
Yep.
You got a mortar Crypt. I'm not. Who's talking to him like that? Where'd you get that shit, dude?
Oh, like I was saying, and this goes for that too. Oh, you can fly. That's pretty neat.
Little Iron Man-y.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. What was I going to say? Oh, the gamers hear this kind of speech in the marketing talk, and they know what it is. But I also understand that shareholders of the companies also watch these to see what the company's going to do.
Fair.
But
they should have two different ones.
But like, do they even buy that shit? They know it's marketing speak, or is it a double trick in which you're tricking the shareholders into thinking this is what gamers like to hear, even though gamers know this is stupid the way you're talking about this game? I don't know.
Wow, the what is that? What the HUD at the bottom with the RBLB? That looks really familiar to some. Is that looks exactly like Andromeda?
A little, yes, it does. Actually, it does. That's very similar to the powers and how that works.
Okay, little discovery bonus. It does look pretty.
Yeah. Oh, and you can go underwater. Holy crap! Look at that.
Is that really a holy crap moment, Hugo?
Because here's the thing. It is a nice looking game. It probably won't be the kind of game I'm into, but it does look nice.
The particle effects look really good.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I do think it is kind of a wow moment because it is a
new thing.
They're trying to establish you can kind of fly around wherever you want. It's very open. I wouldn't expect in a game like this you would be able to go underwater, so that's why it surprised me.
I guess that makes sense.
That's not a judgment on the game. The game might be shit. I'm just saying I was impressed by the fact
that ability you have at RB looks exactly like the lance attack for the Psy stuff in Mass Effect. The lighting is really good. That tree looks really fantastic. God, I'm really worried this is going to have a Destiny style.
Because see, all this
business plan.
This gameplay stuff looks excellent to me, and how it looks nice. But
I really fell over.
But the multiplayer aspect doesn't speak to me.
Well, I mean, I think like Destiny, you didn't have to do multiplayer, but you could hook up with a friend on purpose.
Well, Destiny is felt always really hollow to me without the multiplayer. Like, nothing without it. I'm hoping this game can be played kind of without it, but
well, it kind of looks like Horizon, but also multiplayer.
Yeah.
Wow, this person's terrible at this video game.
Someone pointed out it's like Iron Man on Pandora from Avatar. Yeah,
it really is, especially in a couple seconds when you see what she just does.
Oh my god, yeah, totally.
Yeah. It is Pandora Iron Man.
This makes me want an Iron Man game, though, like a good one. I'm not going to lie.
Volt rifle, very Destiny. I'm waiting for this kind of shit because last time I got excited about a game like Destiny, which was a lot of fun at first, they stopped giving a shit and they're just like, okay, here's a paywall for gear.
Someone's saying that I'm not listening to the people's commentary. I'm sure it is still cringy.
Yeah, I've stopped.
I'm not listening.
I'm just looking at the visuals right now. The ground looks.
I appreciate
tactile. It looks like you'd touch it.
The collision is good. I like the the sprint involves the jets on the back. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. I like, I don't know, everything feels like, it feels like when you run it has impact on the ground. The lighting is really, really fantastic, though. I think the lighting is where it's really at.
Yeah. Ooh, these weather effects are really nice.
Yep. No one talks like that!
Yeah, they don't.
Okay. This is going to have a Destiny paywall system, isn't it?
Oh God. I am excited to hopefully not be disappointed by that.
Forza again?
Oh God.
Or is it just their trailer for the whole thing all over? Okay, they're doing another trailer thing they showed at the beginning of this.
It might be the end, though. We're coming to the end. I assume this might be their big... Because I think that last game was their big closing game, and this is just kind of their wrap-up. Since they're just showing the trailer anyway. Overall, if this is the end of the show, they did pretty much what we thought they were going to do, and I think...
The thing is, I don't know if I want to buy the Xbox One X, which is a terrible name.
That's the thing. If their entire reason for doing the show, if the theme behind this year's show was convince people to buy the Xbox One X who aren't a part of the Xbox ecosystem already,
yeah,
they didn't succeed for me personally.
Yeah, no, I'm not super excited about anything. Like all of these games, I'm like the ones that I like. I look at them and I go, I can wait for that.
Yeah. So I will wait until it's available for PC, or if like the next system has backwards compatibility, I'll go back and I'll play some of these games. I don't know.
Wow, Xbox One X, acronym for Xbox. Does that mean Xbox One S is Xbox?
I guess so.
Thank you for watching our E3 briefing. Join us now for our exclusive Sea of Thieves Mixer co-stream.
Wow.
No, thank you pausing that.
They're trying to push that fucking pirate game, aren't they? Wow. Again, if you're into the pirate game, I get it. I understand who and why that game exists. Not good to put that much gameplay of it in the stream. So if you guys have any overall questions or comments about it, now is the time, and we'll kind of do a wrap-up, and then we'll be preparing for the Bethesda one tonight at 12 a.m. Eastern time. So that'll be a lot of fun to stay up for.
You're like an old man.
No, but I mean for these people. For me, I don't care. But some of these people have real jobs that don't include sleeping until 10,
Losers.
10, 11.
Losers. Hold on. I want to see when the next is that 9 Pacific, because I have it right here. It is 9 Pacific. Devolver is right after that. Hugo might get off. I might stay on. We both might stay on. It just depends on if Bethesda doesn't really make me tired of watching E3, then I might stay on for Devolver, because I have no idea why Devolver has a conference today.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be smaller. It's not going to be it's going to be a smaller conference. I just don't know.
Yeah. Why. Garrett asks, Jake, what are your hopes for the new Metro game? Also, this is the question asking portion. Also, super chat's enabled. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying it's a thing because we're going to get flooded with questions. So if you really want your thing,
I know people asked for that like last time we did this. So.
Right. So you don't have to do it. It's not a thing. I'm just saying we'll do our best either way. My hope for Metro is it's more wide open. It looked a little bit because of the map that Hugo noted. It looks really pretty. I really like. There's something really cool about the Metro game. So you can play it through on normal mode or easy mode or whatever, but you can play it through on like I want to call it survivor mode. I can't remember what it's called. And it's really brutal, but it's like balanced brutal. It feels really good. So again, the Metro 2033 and Metro whatever the second one was, maybe that was the second one. I don't remember. The both Reduxes, which are basically HD updates, of the games, so they're current gen, are available on Steam right now for $7, and I think it may be $7.49 for both games.
Sure. Let's see. I can answer this one. Someone says Ezio Assassin's Creed was pretty good. Hoping they're going back to that style minus the Desmond story. I think everyone basically agrees that the Ezio trilogy was the best of the Assassin's Creed's games. Brotherhood's my personal favorite. And you also said to remove the Desmond story in the new one. The modern day story, Desmond's spoilers for a game from years ago. Desmond's dead. No one likes the modern day story in Assassin's Creed. I'm sure some people do. But I think the general consensus since the first game has been everyone's like, this game would be a lot of fun if it was just an anthology about historical assassins and not include all the modern day animus sci-fi intrigue bullshit. Even the movie, the Assassin's Creed movie that just came out, most of it was in modern day. Why does Ubisoft think we're interested in that? I don't understand. The first game was never marketed like that because they wanted it to be a twist. That it was like, oh, you're really in the future and it's sci-fi and you're looking at the past. That's the twist. But because the first game was advertised as just historical assassin, nobody has ever wanted the futuristic parts. Stop it. Anyway, I do think that the new Assassin's Creed looks nice, though. So I might rent it. I'll probably rent it. I don't think I'll buy it. Worst game of the night. Good question. Did you have any that you thought just looked abysmal?
Pirate game looked really bad to me. But I didn't see a lot of it, so maybe I'm making a snap judgment. But I'm not. That one was mine. It just looked real boring.
Yeah. Someone asks. Oh, I guess I should answer too. I don't think there were any that I thought looked outright awful, but I saw plenty of games that looked like not for me at all. The one that I thought looked bad in the sense of what's the point was the one that's kind of the Overwatch clone that I think doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, no, that one was probably my number 2, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
It just looked really boring. I don't know. I think, I mean, the best games were like, if you're a racing fan, Forza is probably up there. Probably Anthem looks really cool. I'm really worried about their business model for that, though. Those big games almost always, since Destiny came out, they're like that. I mean, Assassin's Creed looks okay, but I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have a hard on for any of these games. Maybe Anthem is one that I will consider, but I don't think it's an exclusive.
I already forgot which one Anthem was. Which one was Anthem?
The very last one. What?
Oh, okay. I forgot the name. That was it.
You're terrible.
Yeah, that looked good.
I'm fine with microtransactions as long as it's not pay to win. I'm fine with skins. Cool upgrades aesthetically, not stuff that makes you better.
Sure.
I don't like that. I like earning the loot. Unless it's a free game, in which case you can then add stats to the things that make it better. But nah. Yeah, it's not exclusive. So if it's for PlayStation or PC, I'll probably buy it for one or the other. What about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? Nah, I'm fine without it. I mean, it's already on Steam. I don't really. I don't have it already. I would if I was excited about it.
Someone says, at this point, do you even see a reason for buying an Xbox, especially with cross-platform? That's more of a reason to just pick up a PC. I would say the only definitive reason I could think of is if you're in the market for a 4K Blu-ray. It's same thing that happened with the PlayStation 3 with the Blu-ray player. Right. If you're already in the market, the 4K Blu-ray players are already expensive right now. You might as well get the thing that also plays games if you're looking for a game machine as well. But even then, I think 4K Blu-ray players are only $200, and I know $200 isn't cheap, but I mean, $200 plus $300 for any of the other gaming systems equals the same as the Xbox One anyway. One X, I should say. So I don't know. You'd have to be a very specific niche for this because they're not marketing it as this is the next generation, guys. If they were marketing like that, like this is the new one. Right. But it doesn't seem like they are. It seems like they're going for more like yearly upgrades is what they implied previously in interviews. Not necessarily yearly, but maybe every 2 years. They said they're going for more of a cell phone type business model where, every year there's a new Samsung Galaxy, whatever. I don't think that's a good idea, and I think it's going to segregate the market out more than it already is between Xbox One and PlayStation 4, fairly comparable, but then you have the PC, which obviously completely different, and then the Switch, which is completely different. If you start adding different tiers on top of the Xbox and Sony categories, you're splitting up the market way too much. There's a reason we have console generations. It's to kind of standardize stuff. So
yeah, well, also they try to keep them in what am I thinking of? It's like a developer thing that you need to have, so that everyone has similar technology. But yeah, Uncle Ben says there's no more generations. Restricted all-in-one gaming PCs, kind of. I don't know if there's actually no more generations, because stuff like Nintendo is actually doing different shit that you can't do on PC. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Someone mentioned the Battlefront 2 trailer. I saw it. Looks kind of fun. I don't know if it's for me. It looks fun. I have a problem with putting time into games. I like stop. And I don't know if I want, especially multiplayer games. I have For Honor right now, and I'm enjoying it at the moment. And we'll see how long it goes before I become disillusioned. But that's almost like a sports game in the way that it's a competition every single time, but it's not just straight. It's not like a deathmatch sort of thing. I mean, it is, but it's also got parrying and a lot of blocking. The mechanics are very different than a shooter.
Yeah. So
the shooters, to me, fall flat because it's the same experience no matter what the game is. Just because it has Star Wars slapped on it doesn't necessarily make it fun. It is cool to see Darth Maul killing a bunch of clone troopers, but
Oh, someone just pointed out the Xbox One S, the cheaper one, also has a 4K Blu-ray player. So actually, let me revise my answer. No, there is no reason to buy the Xbox One X.
Were there exclusive titles for it? I don't think there were.
Were there?
I think that was the only one that offered backwards compatibility, though, wasn't it? Or was
I don't know. I'm unclear. Is this going to be like the Sega 32X and Sega CD, where you need the special console to play the games? Because that's a terrible idea. We've tried that before, guys. You got Night Trap, and that's bad.
Demon King says, I'm personally most excited for State of Decay 2. I'll play that. That's one I will play, because usually, unless this is a $60 title, but it was like $20 last time, or $25. I'll play that. It's a time sink, but it's not like a grindy time sink. It's kind of one that you do because you want to explore the world they put you in. And that's what I like. That's why stuff like Fallout is why you put so much time into it, or any other Bethesda open world game, is because you just get sucked into the atmosphere, even though the story sucks.
Yeah, someone has an interesting comment. Says, "Wait, is it really 1S, and 1X Xbox? Are you trying to make your names dumb?" I think this is actually a good point that I haven't really thought of. It's difficult enough for me and Jake, who are the gaming demographic. We are very in the know as far as this stuff goes. I have a difficult time getting them straight sometimes when I say during this stream at the beginning, I said Xbox One S when I meant the Scorpio, which turned out to be the Xbox One X. Do you want a Wii U situation here? Casual gaming people, or people buying things for their children, let's say you have a kid who wants one of these things, you're not going to know what they want. It's too confusing to the casual. If your mom still calls every gaming system a Nintendo, regardless of who makes it, do you think she's going to be able to tell the difference between an Xbox One, an Xbox One S, an Xbox One X, and the original Xbox and the Xbox 360?
Yeah.
No. By the way, I keep getting texts. Jake, would you like to say hi to my mom? She's watching, and she is very desperate she needs attention, apparently. So would you like to give that to her? She seems to have a weird thing with you. So would you like to?
Not with, for. Don't imply my cooperation.
For.
Hi, Mom.
There you go. That counts. It's from him.
She likes it when I call her Mom.
Oh God! All right.
Anyways, what were your favorite indie-looking games? Even if you don't know the names, like I think that Cuphead one is the one that I'm most intrigued about. The 30s style Mickey Mouse looking.
I'm gonna agree.
That just looks really intriguing.
I'm gonna agree on Cuphead and that one where it was sort of the environments looked high-res, futuristic, but the people were really blocky. I forget the name of it, but whatever that was, it looks interesting.
And then there's that guitar one that looks pretty neat.
Yeah, those are my three as well. There was the one that you missed while they were playing the piano. Actually, looks pretty nice too. I don't know if it's as interesting of a game, but aesthetically, we've been saying aesthetically a lot, but it is what it is. It's a nice looking game, and the atmosphere looks very well thought out with the music and the visuals.
Sure,
because they had the composer on the stage.
Breck 300 asks, because he did super chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Any game you would buy right now? Ooh. Okay, assuming you could give me all the information on Anthem, that's a game I would buy right now if it wasn't Destiny Light, with the the paywalls and how they do their really expensive DLC with not a lot of content, an unfinished story in the base game, etc. If that was like a full game, like if it was like a Horizon Zero Dawn but multiplayer, I would buy that game. Because if you haven't played Horizon, by the way, really fantastic game, not multiplayer, but it's just a really good single-player experience. It's very Naughty Dog-esque in its quality, and I really suggest it. And it has a non-Mary Sue strong female protagonist that isn't a trope, and it's fantastic. Really, really good game. Any game that I buy other than that, probably one of these indie titles, honestly, that we talked about, just like Cuphead, I would probably pick up.
I agree on
any of the AAAs. State of Decay 2, probably.
That guitar game, the indie one that we mentioned, and Crackdown, I'm into, because I have a lot of faith, because I really like the first game, the second game, the bad. I'm hoping for a winner with Crackdown 3, because I'd like that series to come back. Such a fun open world idea where you just wreak havoc, and yeah, they really pooped out.
The last night was that 3D 8-bit game. It kind of looked like fuck, now I can't think of it. Harrison Ford with the replicas. You can't remember it? I can't remember the name of it. Why can't I remember the name of the sci-fi movie? They're remaking it with Ryan Gosling. What the fuck?
Blade Runner.
Thank you. God,
it looked like
Blade Runner.
It's a sequel. They're not remaking it.
I know. You know what I'm saying, though. Yeah. It got me the answer I wanted. Yeah, it looks like Blade Runner with 8-bit characters. That did look cool as well. I'd probably pick that up. That was like a $15 title. I'll pay $15 for high-end indie games, maybe 20 depending on what it is. But yeah, I don't know. The AAA games really fell off for me, except for Anthem. Anthem looked like the only one that really stood up and was impressive. Like it seemed to offer something a little bit new. There's not a lot of games where you can swap classes really easily, so I kind of like the idea of that. And obviously, they didn't show it. They didn't show any customization. Could be real lackluster there. But she did pick up like a gun, and it looked kind of cool, and the stats were there. Shadow of War also looks kind of cool. I think those are the top two, like AAAs, though.
Yeah, someone mentioned, do that many people even care that much about playing 4K with a console? I thought that was more of a PC demographic. In general, yeah, but over the next four to 6 years, it's gonna move to the standard. It's the same thing that when all games used to be in standard definition and moved to HD. It's just that
it's like watching on 360p at a certain point.
Yeah, it is, and especially the bigger the screens get and the higher resolution. If you have a 4K TV and it's big, I have a 65-inch.
The eye does have limitations, but 4K is not outside of the purview of our eyeballs.
No, I think 8K is when it starts to get diminishing returns. Every time, get me wrong, but I think 8K is where it really starts to get. You got to put your face up against the screen.
But I can see a difference between 1080p and 4K, a really clear difference. So, also the frame rates are way crisper, or more crisp. Is crisper a word? Anyways,
frame rates. Do you mean resolution? Resolution can be crisp. Frame rate can be high or consistent.
Well, it's more consistent because there's more pixels in between. You know what I'm saying? There's
smoother.
Right, it's smoother. I'm saying there's not a lot of hiccup, and the hiccups, crisp. And even even the hiccups are shortened because of the perceived distance that a thing will move on screen. Does that make sense?
Sure, but crisp is just a weird adjective to use when discussing frame rate. Generally, that's how you discuss resolution.
Eat my dick crisply. Brack 300 again. Any game you thought you would see but didn't? Interesting. From Microsoft, I thought I might see like another Gears or something that I didn't want to see. Probably a Halo, which I'm glad I didn't see any shit like that. Please don't revive these things I don't like. I'm really glad we didn't see any more sports stuff, except for right at the end they put Madden in part of the trailer.
You know, that's why I appreciate EA, because all the sports stuff gets thrown on their fucking conference. Because I don't care. I don't. Yeah. I know that's, and but I also appreciate a lot of people like those games, and that's fine, and that's what
here's the thing. Is. I own Madden and FIFA. I fucking hated that conference.
Well, how much can you possibly say about it? Look, we did it. Yep, we did a new one this year.
Right. I buy sports games every other year. I don't buy them every year unless there's a significant change in the sport. It's superfluous. You don't, unless you play online, and that's the only way you can play with other people. So, because they turn their servers off, which is, I get it. Like NBA 2K, which is not EA. They have a very competitive online gaming thing, and it's actually really cool. They do a really fantastic job with their online services and stuff. But the competitive stuff stops like when the new game comes out.
Pretty much that makes sense.
Dead. So.
Sure. All right. Anyone have any other questions? I think we're going to wrap up because I got to go eat, and stuff like that. And then you can come back here in about 5 hours. We're going to be here about 10 minutes before the Bethesda.
Would you like some of my Jack Link's tender bites?
You know for a fact we are thousands of miles away. That is a rhetorical question, and I do not appreciate it. Don't offer me beef in jest. That's all I ask.
That's the one rule we wrote down.
Yeah.
We had to, when we decided our friendship, okay, write one rule down on a note card and pass it over. We'll swap them. We'll read them out loud together. Wrote the same rule.
Yeah. If you're gonna trick me with dried meats, it needs to be turkey jerky.
Ew. Predictions for Bethesda.
We'll talk about it before our Bethesda one. I don't want to talk about it now. I'll say this. I don't think we're going to get an announcement of anything like an Elder Scrolls. I have heard rumors of a new IP, though, which
I have too, but it's sketchy.
We'll talk about before the Bethesda thing. Tune in for that if you're interested. Oh, if you
scotch for dinner. I will bring scotch. How about that? Just because you said that, I will have scotch in this room.
By the way, anyone who can't, whatever, I get it. It's a Sunday night if you got to work tomorrow or school in the morning or whatever. The Bethesda conference and our reactions will be up on their own. Syncing them to the conference later, that's going to be up to you. Sorry, which might be a little rough, but it will be there.
Beef jerky is a very lean food.
Oh, sir. God. Someone said Glanderson Booper. Is that meme not dead yet? Is that still kicking?
I refuse to say it, dude.
You said it once for that charity thing.
For charity, not for that fuck.
What did you think
of... slipped out during sex and sprained your penis against your girlfriend's tail? Actually, yes, and it went numb, and I was very scared.
I think most people have done that. It's worse when... Oh, God, my mom's watching. It's worse when...
I don't care.
The girl is on top, and she lands right on the dick.
Oh, no! Yeah.
Yeah. That's
just too much enthusiasm, dude. Too much enthusiasm. Bring it down. Not a big deal. In fact, if we could have emotionless, really boring every time, just
Glanderson Booper guy says I apologize. Now I'm the asshole here, and that's the lesson we all need to learn. What else? Okay, now everyone's just spamming Glanderson Booper memes, so I think that's the end of the stream.
I agree.
So thanks, everyone. I know it's a little weird with the, especially if you're watching this after the fact and you had to link this up. You probably didn't even. I assume anyone who tried to watch this
we started about 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes before they started. You can tell when the conference, he starts talking. So just, use the link I provided, man.
We'll try and do it. For the Bethesda one, I'll try and I'll be like, oh, and this is happening right now to help that out.
Once the guy starts talking is when we start.
If it helps you guys sync it up, the conference is over now.
It was over. Wow, that's going to really fuck them up.
I know, that's the joke.
Oh.
All right, see you guys. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys later tonight at midnight Eastern or whatever time.
Prospector Nick says, no, what did you think of Sea of Thieves? Looks fucking awful.